So I finally decided to make a critique and a review of Grody Ford. Credit where credit's due. So basically, you know what? I really am the type of person, I guess the role I play in society is partly some commentary, and I attempt to make this more of just a review. But being the person that I am it's gonna get profound, it's gonna get intellectual, it's gonna get a lot of things that normally people don't do. You know, attention to detail is always something I strive for, but it doesn't always. In fact, most of the time, it just doesn't turn out the way I intended it to. I'm gonna try to speak a little fast so I can get this over with, so it won't be too long. You know, you expect people to take 10-15 minutes out of their time to watch a 10 or 15 minute YouTube movie, or any movie. You can only get about 5 minutes of somebody's time before they gotta do something else. I cringe and I don't like going into car dealerships and any kind of business where I have to deal interactions with a lot of people. I mean, it is what it is. Now, I am somewhat of a whiner, and I admit that. The whole problem is I was treated very well by Kurt, the co-owner, vice president. Now, I don't believe you can ever really change people. You always gotta just hire the people that you know are gonna be sharing the same views as you. I mean, I really, honestly, I can sit here I can sit here for 24 hours and explain everything that happened to me. The good part is, as far as bad things, anywhere. The good part is the thing that I really like about Grody Ford is the genuine. Things are very genuine with Kurt. I've learned a few things from watching other YouTube movies as far as relationship selling, getting to know your customers and getting to know what they want or need or want. So if you need a car for work, you needed a certain car for work, like I did. That I was planning on using it for work. You know, work truck. So the thing is, you know, I'm gonna name names. You know, Aaron, Caesar, the lot Porter. You know, took initiative. Those guys took initiative. Andy, the car wash guys do a better car wash than anywhere I've ever seen. I mean, honestly, if I need a car wash, I go to the people that work at dealerships, because they can really make a car shine. I mean, and you know, being a lazy bum that I can get, you know, I don't have to do anything. But I like to do things because I like to learn the skill set. I don't believe you can ever really go wrong with honesty, because you earn a lot of respect from honesty and from people that appreciate honesty. I go into the dealership. I was passed around to 4 or 5 different people, and no, I didn't like that. And then I have to repeat myself. But what really stood out, and it doesn't have to be anybody. You know, I don't ever want to make anybody feel intentionally bad or not valued. because they're either their job titles, they're subordinate to a manager or an owner or sales manager. I don't want to make them feel insignificant. And sometimes the salesman can do a better job than the owners because they don't do the daily job duties that salesman does. I realize that. I'm always the one looking for the decision maker, the one that can make decisions without having to have somebody say, oh, well, let me check with that person, or let me check with my supervisor, let me check with my boss, let me check with my manager. I don't want to really ever hear that. Because then I have to sit there and wait and twiddle my thumbs until that person gets back. And they usually don't want me walking along with him because they want to talk about me while I'm not there to make a car sale. That's something I frown upon too. I don't like it. I understand people need their privacy, but excessive is too much. A couple of times I spent an hour at a car dealership. One or two times acceptable. If I have to see it like 5 or 6 times, where they make me sit there for 10-15 minutes and then they get back to me, I want to be involved in what you're saying because I want to be able to communicate to you about and comment about what you're saying to help me make a deal on a car. I think car buying should be really easy. I don't think it should be hard at all. I think it should be this almost, if not identical, to just going to a store, picking out a TV, picking out a chair, a fan, or whatever, and going to the register and buying it. Because the car costs a lot, there's a lot of things that's extravagant about it that complicate things. Because you're dealing with people that rely on income to support their lives and pay the bills, and they're under more stress. The customer's under more stress because they're spending a lot of money, either finance or they're putting out money up front with money in their hand, cash or money order, check or whatever, I think it's overcomplicated. Ken Grody Ford made it probably one of the least complicated experiences I've had with buying a car. Credit where credit's due. I'm not making any of this up. I tell it like it is. I tell it honestly. I may be leaving some things out that it's just gonna get long-winded. Step by step, in a short answer, in a concise answer, which I don't like to be concise, but it's gonna get really long. I walk in. I spent about 8 or 9 days going back and forth to the dealership. Even though I didn't get the truck, actually I didn't get the F-150 4x4 V6 6.5 foot bed, regular bed, or long bed, which is 8 foot, and super cab, double cab, extended cab. The terminologies, some salesmen, and it goes everywhere in every car dealership, they don't understand. Some people don't know certain terminologies, and I don't know the terminology. It gets really confusing unless you whip out the picture and show it to them, which is what you should do visually. I'm a very visual person. I gotta see it. I can't just sit in an office and look at a car. I have to walk around the lot, and also you gotta give customers time to walk around the lot. People do the best with their personality that they have. I did feel that certain individuals weren't listening to what I was trying to say. It's my needs are very few. F-150, V6, 4x4. Don't try to sell me anything else. And there was a couple of individuals that weren't listening to me. And I come in there, I know exactly what I want. You don't have to sell me anything. Get me a loan, because I don't have the cash. If I had the cash, here's the cash. Find me the car, in and out, bam. 15 minutes. I spent, I showed up at probably 1:30 p.m. on the 24th of April, 2013. I didn't get out of there till probably like 10 p.m. Only because mostly it's my doing, because I think I overcomplicate things. I'm not exactly the most well-organized person in the world. I don't blame that on anybody on Camp Grody. I'm a very complicated individual, and I tend to talk a lot. I'm a very shy individual, but I have a strong, passionate belief about what I believe in. There's certain individuals in car dealerships that don't want to get to know you, and they think they can size you up by when you walk in the door and they know exactly what you're about. That's a fault, you know. That's wrong, buzz. You know, I don't think you can short people like that, and then you're shorting yourself and you're shorting them, because you don't really get to know who they are. Yes, you're just buying something, but when you're dealing with people, it's the interaction. You know,